Simone Brenneman is a mom of 2 children with autism who found that by entering their world instead of forcing our world upon them, well, that's unlocked some of the mystery. She is uniquely qualified as a behavior interventionist as well as homeschool designer and teacher. Her story, Effervescence, which is a wonderful, whimsical title, tells the story of her own young princess with what seems to be a fairy tale ending. Simone, welcome to Always Good News.
Thank you.
Tell us how Genevieve is today.
She's doing wonderfully. It's not like everything has, been solved, all the mysteries have been solved. She continues to be this fascinating person, but she has evolved so enormously. She still has her challenges, but she goes to a private art school, and we just see even more emergence every day.
She's 21 years old. Is it, in a way, a fairy tale ending compared to how things began when she was first diagnosed with autism?
Absolutely. Who would have ever thought this little girl that used to be spinning in circles, screaming and not being able to really relate to her family and the world around her, and now you see her so often just navigate so well.
Talk to me more about that breakthrough moment when you discovered that by trying to enter her world, you could reach her. How did that come about?
By watching her and taking hundreds, thousands of pages of documents and just studying her behaviors, and then realizing that I needed to have like an inanimate object between us, so I would use characters or toys and just enter her world and not really ask her to be working directly with me, but working with the toys or with the characters. And you could just see her feeling such a great level of comfort and security, and then just feel it coming closer and closer to me. And it was lovely, beautiful, and then I just expanded on that and brought the whole family in on that as well.
And then you have another child, ends up being your 4th child, Hayden, also with autism. Do we know, is it in the family? Do you have any theories on why you'd have 2 children with autism?
Oh, I definitely do. I think in our case it has to do with some immune system deficiency or something in that. But, the chances of having 2 in one family are not that rare. It does happen. In his case, he also has a chromosome abnormality as well. So his challenges are a little bit different. But yeah, it's very intriguing that it would happen twice in one family.
So what you learned with Genevieve, have you been able to apply that to Hayden?
Enormously, and yet they're complete opposites. Programs I would use for him would be the exact opposite of what I would use for her. But the whole concept of embracing this, of letting them emerge as who they are and encouraging people to be fascinated by them, that has remained the same, and that's been what I've pushed for since day one, and sometimes had to fight long and hard.
It is very clear that there are very difficult challenges with communication, with antisocial behavior, simply because they have a difficulty in perceiving the world through their senses compared to how people without autism do not. But it seems that there was that breakthrough moment when she was graduating and she made a speech and admitted to everyone, and that was another breakthrough moment for her. And it's beautifully done. You've recorded her speech with her permission in your book. That must have been a wonderful moment for you.
It was so validating all the years, when sometimes I thought, well, maybe I didn't have the right to be quite so open about it, or, it is her life, but she doesn't want to just, make that knowledge for everyone, but there are people that she chooses to tell because she realizes that if she feels comfortable with them, she wants them to know who she really is. And it is part of who she is. She's an artist and a writer, and that comes out in her work.
She loves dresses, Elizabethan-style dresses, and in fact, she graduated from high school in a beautiful Elizabethan gown. And did you not go to the graduation in a coach of some sort?
We did.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So aside from the challenges, what shows through is the joys and the gifts and the spirit of so many of our kids with autism. You have a 2nd book coming out telling Hayden's story, and how's that going? Lots of effervescence in this one too, or is it a different ingredient?
It's very different, because with him, his challenges were very severe, a lot of aggression, even more complex personality, and also the impact on the family was different because of the aggression. So it covers that, but it's very similar, very very, very, in the sense that it's very positive. And he is a remarkable, remarkable person.
We look forward to that story as well. Simone, BC mom with 2 children with autism, the book Effervescence, a lovely read for all parents. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And coming in